All right, today we're diving into a really cool idea: how to reprogram your own subconscious mind. We're going to explore how you can actually update your internal software to create some huge, lasting changes in your life. And here's the best part: almost effortlessly.
I mean, seriously, just think about that for a second. What if you could upgrade your mind, just like you update the software on your phone? You could get rid of old bugs, things like self-doubt, delete all that outdated programming from your past, and install brand new features that just run automatically in the background.
Okay, so to get how this works, we've got to look at our mind's operating system. This is the automatic programming that's running our lives, way more than we even realize.
So what even is the subconscious mind? Well, think of it as this massive program that is always running in the background of your head. It's what creates your habits, it drives all your gut reactions, and yeah, it literally shapes your reality, all without you having to consciously think about a single thing.
And this right here really shows you the huge difference between trying to change with manual effort versus automatic programming. See, manual effort needs constant willpower, right? Constant focus. It feels like you're trying to row a boat against a super strong current. It is just exhausting. But with automatic programming, the subconscious takes over. It's like you've turned the boat around, and now that same current is just carrying you effortlessly exactly where you wanted to go all along.
So how do we actually do this? How do we install this new programming? Well, the first method is something we'll call the sleep install. And it takes advantage of this really unique mental state that your brain slips into every single night. And the science behind this is actually so cool. As you start to drift off to sleep, your brainwaves shift into what's called the theta state. Now in this state, your critical, analytical mind, the one that's always questioning things, it just quiets down. This makes you incredibly open to new ideas, almost like you're in a waking dream. It's the absolute perfect window to feed new instructions directly to your subconscious.
And the process? It is so simple. Seriously, you can see it right here. First, just get ready for bed like you normally would. Second, pop in some comfy earphones. Third, you play a recording of your goals or your wishes, but you state them as if they're already true. And then, number 4, you just fall asleep. That's it. Your brain does all the heavy lifting, soaking up this new program while you're just resting.
Okay, so that's what you can do while you're asleep. But what about when you're awake? Well, that brings us to our second method, building a new habit through conscious repetition.
You've probably heard this phrase before, and it perfectly nails the idea. Fake it till you make it. And this isn't about being phony or inauthentic. No, it's about giving your brain a new script to run again and again and again, until it just becomes the new default program.
So here's how it works. By consciously and consistently repeating a new belief, something as simple as, I am happy, you're basically hacking your brain's own ability to change. You're literally carving out new pathways in your brain. And after you do it enough times, the subconscious just goes, okay, I guess this is the new reality. And it starts creating that feeling, that behavior as your new normal.
So you do all this, what's the payoff? What's the result? Well, it's a total game changer. You start living on a new positive autopilot. Because once that new program is locked in, the struggle just stops. That constant need for willpower, it just evaporates. Your life will start to move automatically and so naturally right in the direction of your goals. You'll find yourself making better choices and taking the right actions without even having to think about it.
All right, let's boil this all down to the key takeaways. First, and most important, your subconscious is the powerful system running your life on autopilot. Second, you can reprogram it using that sleep install method while your brain is in that super receptive theta state. Third, you can also reprogram it during the day through conscious, dedicated repetition. And finally, the whole point of all this is to make success or happiness or whatever it is you want your new default setting.
And that brings us to one last really big question for you to think about. If you could install any new program into your mind, confidence, creativity, unwavering focus, what would be the very first one you'd choose? Definitely something to chew on.